Welcome, teacher candidates, to the Sierra Potter College of Education Department, Middle and Later Childhood Development. This is your course lead, Mrs. Esther Ward, English. Let's look at the quote for the week before we actually delve into what we have prepared for you today. Knowledge is not predetermined by heredity, and that's by Jean Piaget. Now, we're going to have a look at our introduction and overview. In this, we noted that teachers have a huge role to play in the growth and development of their students. How? They are responsible for ensuring an adequate learning environment, which is crucial to students' success. They select suitable content and methods to guide students through knowledge acquisition. They observe and give feedback on whether students are developing along the normative range. They offer guidance to pupils and parents on children's development. They plan for and provide the support needed for children to be successful human beings. Recognizing that an understanding of child development is important to the learning or the teaching learning process, the Sierra Potter College of Education has developed a curriculum for middle and later childhood development. This course on middle and later childhood development is designed for teacher candidates seeking to operate within the primary school system that caters for pupils from ages 6 to 12. This is a first-year course designed for all students registered as a primary major. Studying child development helps teacher candidates to understand children. How? They are able to understand the uniqueness and value of every human being. They become knowledgeable about the developmental milestones the child is expected to meet and is able to identify when children are not developing along the normal developmental trajectory and provide the necessary support for them. They get better insight into how their students think, feel, and behave. They are better able to deal with children from different socio-cultural backgrounds. Our objectives for course. But before we go to our objectives, I need to give you a little preamble on the knowledge of human development. The interactions and discussions give the teacher an opportunity to connect with past realities. Many of the unresolved issues that the teacher candidates had while growing up, they are now better able to examine and understand them to the point where they can help students cope. Let's look at our objectives. The objectives are for teacher candidates to become aware of the biological beginnings of humans, to help teacher candidates develop an understanding of the physical, cognitive, and personality characteristics of the pupils and how these domains interact to impact the total development of learners. So we're going to be talking about the units that we need to cover in this course, Middle and Later Childhood Development. So for Unit 1, we have Biological Beginnings, which has genetic foundations, heredity, environment, and individual differences, conception, prenatal, and the birth processes. These are topics that will be covered on the Unit 1. Now, when we talk about Unit 1, we are looking at the foundation of the child development because it addresses the factors that are responsible for shaping the child's development. Unit 2 speaks to physical and cognitive development in the middle and later childhood. Under Unit 2, we have topics like physical changes and health in the middle childhood, cognitive changes in middle childhood, language development during middle childhood. This also speaks to what contributes to the process where individuals begin to experience self-actualization. Under Unit 3, we have the socio-emotional development in later childhood development. Under that unit, under that broad heading, we have emotional and personality development in middle and later childhood, families and peers, fears and phobias associated with transitioning to a new school. strategies to make the transition smooth. Human beings were designed to be expressive and to function within groups. Therefore, the social environment is important for the personality development of individuals. Notably, a person's personality is a product of heredity and the environment, or where biology meets culture. Our course approach. EDU 113 is a 15-week course that will be administered using a blended approach. This approach includes 15 hours of synchronous sessions, which account for 1/3 of the course credits hours. 30 hours of 2/3 of this course is assigned for asynchronous learning. During these hours, you are required to engage in self-study with the materials provided on the Moodle platform. Compulsory self-study exercises tasks assigned at the end of each week to help you review and reflect on your learning. Be sure to complete them in a timely manner. Now, we have responsibilities of the teacher candidate. Teacher candidates are required to visit the Moodle platform for program updates and requisite instructions from lecturers regarding program activities, which include but are not limited to individual reading activity and assignment of groups by the lecturer. Spend at least 2 hours weekly studying the assigned materials for this course. Write your questions and misunderstandings down and share them during your synchronous sessions with your lecturer. Now we have course assessments. And these course assessments in middle-latehood childhood development does not carry a final examination. The assessments are mainly authentic in nature. Therefore, teacher candidates are required to complete 5 assessment pieces totaling 100 marks. They're as follows: weekly self-study, which is 15 marks, and this is your compulsory self-study tasks. A child development chart, which is 20 marks. Group research and presentation, 40 marks. An online quiz, 20 marks. And class participation, which is key and important, 5 marks. A grading rubric is provided to guide your understanding of the requirements for each assignment. Responsibilities of the teacher candidate. Again, teacher candidates are required to complete the compulsory self-study tasks that are assigned. Complete all course assignments. Complete the weekly self-study task and attend each synchronous session for a better understanding of how you would go about doing your self-study tasks. Adhere to the APA formatting when representing or presenting your assignments. Now, for these courses, we have resources. Course resources have been provided to support your reading and research via the Moodle platform. These include course texts, research links, excerpts and summaries of relevant information to units or topics, or to the unit's topics, videos, peer-reviewed journals, an APA referencing guide, CPC online library resources via EBSCO. They are all available. Now, requirements. The requirements to do this course, middle and later childhood development, are: you need to be registered, or you need to be a registered student on the primary program at Cyril Potter College of Education. You need to be equipped with a laptop or an iPad. We do not recommend using smartphones only. Have access to reliable internet. Teacher candidates who do not have access to reliable internet must have received a flash drive with the course materials and assignments. You're to check with your center or local education office for further information. Now I will conclude on this. Success in this program is predicated on self-discipline, the desire to acquire new information and knowledge as concepts are explored and new ideas emerge. Therefore, diligent study and cooperative learning should be given special attention by each teacher candidate. Be sure to make real-world connections with all that you are learning. This will allow for a deeper understanding of the content and its applications. I am Ms. Esther Ward English, course lead for Middle and Later Childhood Development, Sir Potter College of Education, Education Department. I leave this quote of the week with you once again. Knowledge is not predetermined by heredity. We anxiously await you coming on board.